Welcome back to Luna 4. Today, the astronauts will make their way back home.
Plotting burn and calculating the burn. Nothing different here.
Alright, sounds good. How's our coast looking? Bet it's gonna be about an hour,
Yes, it should be around about an hour, and we are currently calculating the burn. And I think we got the best trajectory we could get. Let's just shift where it could be. And yes, this burn looks alright. And enjoy your time coasting. You are clear to go ahead with the burn.
Alright, powering up the engines.
Your thrust is not changing. What is going on here?
Try diverting control to the command module.
Alright, that was the issue. You are now at max thrust and performing the burn.
Over the course of this burn, the astronauts will get a great view of the moon, Droo, and the sun. Although we don't really recommend they look at the sun. They should have enough fuel to do this and a little bit more. So if they need to make a mid-course correction, they can. And once they finally get into orbit around Droo, they will lower their periapsis just low enough to be able to be inside the atmosphere and perform a maneuver known as aerobraking, which means they will be using the atmosphere to their advantage to slow down.
The burn is going great so far. Can't see Drew yet because the lunar lander is in the way. When can we ditch that?
You can get rid of that after you perform your mid-course correction, so that way the lander will burn up in the atmosphere.
Alright, how long will that communications blackout be when we hit the atmosphere?
It should only be a few minutes, so do not panic over that. Don't worry, communications will come back once you get into the thicker parts of the atmosphere.
Okay, that sounds perfectly fine by us, and time to play some music. Gosh, this is gonna become a meme by now.
Burn complete, enter coast.
The camera angle on the moon here is absolutely beautiful. I wonder what we'll see next.
Wow, that was a fun time down there, but I think it's a little more beautiful from over here. Just get to see more of it.
Droo is still so small.
Takes a while to get from here to back home, and just all around in general. Grounds, are we in Drew's sphere of influence or something? The craft started turning violently. We just started counteracting it with a lock to prograde.
Yes, you are now in orbit with Droo, and everything looks nominal. Please go ahead and you can go ahead with the separation events now, or you can just look at the moon, that's fine too. But please go ahead with separation events whenever you feel like it.
First, we need to do our mid-course corrections, that way all the debris ends up burning up in the atmosphere.
Yes, that is a great idea. We do care about the space turtles here and the space polar bears, so please do go ahead with that maneuver.
Space turtles and space polar bears, oh my god. But yes, we definitely saw a turtle shell fly by.
That is some pro-level sarcasm. You are go to start the burn.
Beginning engine throttle up.
Your engine is now producing max thrust. Everything looks good.
In comparison to most of the other burns that have happened so far, this will be a very short burn. So sit back and relax, and just watch the screen. No music this time, haha.
You are good to shut down your engine.
Engine is off. Going ahead with separation events. First, we will undock from the lander, and then we will separate from the service module.
The lander might get in your way along re-entry, so we will steer it out of your path.
Alright, sounds like a plan. We are now separated from the service module.
Alright, we see that. Service module is now a separate thing in the tracking center. And for some reason, it looks like your docking camera was attached to that, not the command module. But we are now moving the lunar module out of your way.
Yes, I see the RCS thrusters firing through the window.
Alright, we almost got out of your way. Just give us a little minute, and you will be safe from any burning debris.
As Mission Control steers the lunar module out of the way of the crew, how about a quick word from this mission's sponsor? Yeah, there is none. This was all out of pocket, funded by Doggy Dev Space Center and Doggy Dev Company. We wish to get you another moon mission, but first we need to secure funding, and we don't know how that will happen. We only need to do another moon mission because there is lots to be found. With that out of the way, we'll return to the crew of Luna 4.
At this point, I feel like we're just falling in style. Mission, we have hit the atmosphere. Prepare for communication blackout.
Alright, keeping that in mind, communication blackout will occur soon.
There will be a few minutes coming up very shortly where the crew will not be able to communicate with us due to a plasma buildup around their craft. That is caused from the craft entering the atmosphere so fast that it compresses the gas and just heats it up into plasma.
We are slowly losing telemetry data, and blackout should begin shortly. And all data is gone. Everybody, cross your fingers.
Now we enter the communication blackout phase. In this phase, the crew will not be able to communicate with us like I said earlier. This means that we will just have to hope that they survive. Here is an animation of what is currently going on.
They should be about halfway through the blackout phase now.
Luna 4 to ground, can you hear us?
Great to hear from you, Luna4. You sent a sigh of relief throughout the entire room.
Well, at least the heat shields work, and now it's time to hope the parachutes work.
For now, you guys should stay in free fall until around 2,000-ish meters. Then it'll be your call if you want to deploy your parachutes.
We'll probably deploy them around 1,500 meters.
Now that the crew is technically on their home planet, time for some music.
If it wasn't evident before, it definitely is now. We will not be doing a soft splashdown. We will be landing on the land.
Not ideal, but it should still survive. You are at 8,000 meters.
Thanks for telling us because our altimeter is broken and it has been broken. So just tell us when to deploy the chutes.
Wait, why didn't you say your altimeter was broken before? You know that could have ended in disaster, right? Anyway, now you're at 6,000 meters. You're at 5,000 meters. 4,500. You are now closing in on 4,000 meters. You're now at 3,500 meters. Open your chutes on my command. 3,000 meters. 2,500. Open your chutes now.
Parachutes are open and deployed.
That is good. Now, just keep an eye on them, see if any fail, and brace for impact. You are now at 2,000 meters. One thousand meters. 500. 450. 400. 350. 300. 250. 200. 150. 100. 50 meters. 20. 10. Touchdown.
That landing was really rough. I think something broke.
Alright, first you guys should pack away the parachutes if you can, and if you can't, we will send the signal to do so.
We cannot pack away the parachutes manually. Please send the signal to pack them up.
Alright, sending the signal. They will be packed up one by one. First, we need to let them hit the ground. That's just part of the program. It needs some sort of grounding electricity to do so. And that happens to be from the parachutes, like the parachute wires hitting the ground.
Well, one thing is, it's actually kind of good to be back on our home planets. Being in space for a while gets boring, but being on the moon was pretty dang fun. And we were barely there for the entire duration of the mission. It was just there for a little bit.
I am exiting the command module.
I will too.
Now I will.
Yeah, what broke off looks like the parachutes, docking ports, and the docking probe.
At least they broke when you hit the ground. Like I said, it was not designed to do that. They did plan for soft water landings.
Let's pose up for a picture for the history books.
That sounds like a great idea.
Commander, you should go up front.
Alright, so I'll be going up to the front then. I am in position. Let's take this picture.
1 second, I need to turn towards the camera.
Yes, please do. It'll look better in the history books that way.
I am now ready.
We can see you three on the tracking station. We will be sending a recovery team to get you.
Alright, sounds good.
That's it for Luna 4. The mission was a success.